starting, and this is MR.YO versus TATOH, Migration Portuguese and Armenians. With me is WARLORDS, and as we were talking, well, it's the first time we see Armenians here. We see how they are, well, quite straight, and probably WARLORDS with this generation closer than usual.
Yeah, certainly looks like it. It seems like on this particular version of Migration, players don't necessarily, spawn on opposite sides of the map. So the short rush distance, it's going to be a little hard to tell early on unless you actually send a fishing ship out, which most people don't. But we'll have to see, as YO can be much more standard Portuguese to the southwest. Well, TATOH's playing the cute new girl in school, the Armenians.
Okay, I mean, Portuguese still have more HP for those galleys, but still fast castle, it should be the standard approach.
I would say so.
Okay, but now we have to talk a lot during these minutes. Well, it's true that being 9 villas is speed up a little bit, but the standard for this map in the start is quite repetitive, let's say, because there is no boars. There's only 6 ships. Oh, well, in this case, it's buffaloes, 4 deers, and pretty much a few villas on foot, and then everything else on wood till you can go up and adding fish. That's definitely the process, because also you cannot explore more than the initial starting island.
Nope, it's just a nice, chill start to the series, waiting for things to heat up a little bit.
So you want
the questions...
Go on. Sorry, I thought.
I was going to say, early on, the questions are really going to be, how exactly are you going to approach your build? Because, yes, I mean, Dark Age is going to be basically the same, but up to a point, right? We're seeing players click up anything from like 24 pop to 40 pop, really depending on what exactly they want to do. Whether it be aggression or trying to go for the quick landing with a barracks, without a barracks. So they're all like different variations of things.
MR.YO has been picking a lot Persians in this map, but it was banned. He usually liked it to go very early with the transport and make a dock forward, like close to the opponent docks. And it seems that he's doing the same. Look at what he's doing already in minute 4.
And there is a very early transport ship. We don't typically see that on Migration these days. Maybe he doesn't want to just play a standard meta water game against TATOH with the new Civ. I can understand TATOH adding in a second dock in Dark Age. This is all looking much more close to what we'd associate with a fast castle build on this map.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Portuguese has okay economy, but right now they don't have any advantage. He's not even taking the berries with the mill, so you get extra wood. So it's crazy. He just go up already, and he's gonna make exactly the same strategy that when he picked Persians. He's going with 2 villages and gonna make a forward dock. Otherwise, why you do that? Why you go that early, right?
I don't know. Just to build a forward blacksmith. Just catch him off guard.
Well, no, but look at this. He's gonna be there. He's gonna make the dock, and that's gonna be very interesting. He need to find it. Let me just put the fog of war. He still doesn't see the shoreline. Okay, he should just make the dock there because he's where TATOH it is right now. But the problem here with the generation that maybe he want to go more to the right, Orlu? And this is exactly what he's doing. Maybe he's thinking he's gonna be in the opposite side, but no, he's doing the dock actually in a perfect spot, Orlu.
Absolutely, it works just fine. On the one hand, you'll be able to send in some ships like right down the center next to TATOH's fish, but also with your dock at home, you can send ships around the left-hand side, and that should give you at least a little bit of a pincer that you can possibly do against TATOH.
But honestly, Orlu, TATOH is not even up, and MR.YO has 2 docks already there. He's gonna kill everything.
Oh, yeah, that is not going to be something that TATOH's going to like to deal with. Would like to see the galleys instead of the fire galleys here. Of course, YO makes me sad. The galleys are much better at sniping fishing ships, and when you're up to feudal age so much faster, like you're saying, TATOH hasn't even clicked up yet. He's going to go full fast castle, 38 pop.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to run away, and I love the scout landing too. Gonna snag a vill, no loom for TATOH.
Oh man, he take it, man. He take it already. What amazing play by MR.YO. This is pure strategy, man. Like here we are not talking about macro. It's a strategy 100%.
And that's what we love to see when these two players face off. TATOH can't even engage with the scout because it's still a Dark Age scout. It's a little bit of dancing back and forth. And this is already looking very grim here for our red player TATOH. I mean, I'm sure he has something cooked up with Armenians, but if you can't even get the pot out of the cupboard, doesn't really matter, does it?
He's gonna make a tower even. He's sending two villages forward. Sorry, Arlo, but he's sending two villages to his land. Oh my god. I have never seen this before. You know, obviously this is tricky because now TATOH is gonna send probably more villages. He's trying to make a tower, which I don't know if he's needed. I was about to ask why he's not doing now a couple of galleys, because with couple of galleys you will kill the fish much faster, as you mentioned. He's doing the tower, but I think that tower is not gonna be the greatest idea because now TATOH is gonna make a counter tower himself, I believe.
Yeah, I guess he didn't really know exactly when TATOH had clicked up, but yeah, at the end of the day, there are way more villagers building this tower from TATOH, and Yo is going to have to abandon ship to go to the ship, as our TATOH is going to be queuing up a few fire galleys to actually start challenging Yo.
Okay. Yeah, but he can't. I mean, the numbers are already very strong for Mr. Yo. He has already 4 galleys, 2 more in the queue. They have more HP. He take already 5 fishing ships. This is a brutal strategy by Yo. Like, I don't know how he can even come back. Now TATOH, he has no economy.
Not especially. Really, all of that food income early on in migration, because you don't have the boars, is invested in fishing ships. And without fishing ships, and right now we're Mr. 7-0 for Yo, and that is going to help TATOH get the castle age.
Oh, Mr. 7-0. A lot of people joke about this one, and it's 7-0 already. Oh, man. Well, don't you think that if he did galleys, he would have killed already pretty much all the fish? Like, well, he almost killed it. He almost did it already, so... Okay.
I mean, we can't blame the guy too much. He is winning.
Yeah. I mean, what he can do, TATOH, now here? Like, he's trying to do galleys. At the end, he's not that so behind. He has 4, and probably he has more dogs. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. While Mr. Yo has 1 dog at home and the 2 dogs forward. But obviously, the damage is done.
Absolutely. TATOH with half the villagers on food, as Yo, who, by the way, has been adding in more fishing ships at home behind all of this. He is up to 7 at this point. TATOH having to pick up horse collar. You never really want to be farming this early on migration if you can avoid it. But what can be said for TATOH is that his fleet numbers are catching up quite quickly. As you're saying, he has those extra docks. So now it's not going to be a guaranteed win on the water here for Yo.
No, because now he's coming with more galleys, and it means that he's gonna take now Yo fish, and at the end, it's true that all these minutes, Mr. Yo is gathering resources while TATOH is not. So that's why the resources are looking pretty for him, but he's gonna get closer now. Look, he's gonna lose all the fish as well.
Yeah, you're getting closer to the edge of the map. TATOH trying to go for some repairs. We do have some demo ships on the way, and of course we have to point out that Armenians do have probably the best demo ships in the game, but that's unfortunately only after they research their Castle Age unique tech with their enormous blast radius. But,
okay. It's not a bad one. It's still not a bad one. It's still taking some fish. He's gonna take it, but he lost all the galleys now. And TATOH managed to recover somehow the water, but the Castle Age transition is gonna be really, really too good for Mr. Yo. Or look, really.
Yeah, Yo himself can click up right now, and that's exactly what he does. And as to what exactly he wants to do in Castle Age, obviously fire ships are going to be a big thing, but Yo already has a stable on the mainland here. He can go for some scouts, make it very difficult for TATOH to ever get a foothold in the middle. And as we've seen in migration a lot recently, if you don't have any foothold on the map in early Castle Age, it can be very difficult to come back.
Yeah, he has explored pretty much all the map already, and if we go to TATOH point of view, look at the exploration, Orlu. I mean, he has explored all the water, but nothing yet on the land, which is obviously matters. So let's see now, because TATOH is not close to go up. It's true that the KD, well, it got a little bit better, but still, TATOH has killed 2 fish. Mr. Yo 9, Orlu, and we are only in minute 15.
Yeah, that is certainly a pretty big discrepancy. We do have TATOH loading up his own transport ship, looking perhaps to go over here to the mainland, but Yo already has those villagers here, and as soon as he hits Castle Age, he can do something like add in a TC. He still has enough stone for that, as well as perhaps a monastery, and continue that forward pressure. Still, TATOH, 16 army to 10. And that is a big advantage.
Yeah, but he will do now the Wargali upgrade. He will be in castles in a moment. They still have more HP. Obviously, he need to do the upgrade before he's losing all, because if he's losing all, that upgrade gonna be also kinda irrelevant. He's losing quite a lot. He's having a demo. Oh, he's gonna make a bad demo. Not a big one. Also, but he's in castle age already. He's in castle age already, and he catch up that village also that he landed. Still, MR.YO has a really important advantage, not in population, Orlu, but in the timing, in the momentum, like I like to say it, because he might see that village. Ooh, he almost see that village. He didn't. He walled that village, and he's doing the stable. But well, let's see how is MR.YO gonna deal with this advantage. If he's gonna confirm or he's gonna kind of throw. For now, population 36 villages, 40 villages for TATOH. Obviously, he's on the way to Castle. He's gonna be the same. 5 fishing ships, and only 1 fishing ship for TATOH, Orlu. Only one, man, in a map like this.
Yeah. Yo was able to kill most of the fishing ships of his opponent, has now seen the stable that TATOH, at the very least, will be able to establish. Yo is still pretty far away from actually having his TC done. Maybe once the Monastery Sun will come up a little bit faster. But still, Yo is in a pretty comfortable position, and I have to echo what you're saying. Yo's advantage is not necessarily in resources or even that much in population. It's about map position. And on migration in particular, that is just such a critical advantage to have over your opponent.
Yeah, it's really important because I'm trying to think what he could do right now. What he could do. Thank you guys for the support. What he could do, Orlu. Like, you are in TATOH position and you can see everything because he doesn't see everything like we do. And what you do?
Yeah, you have to try something here. I think one approach you can have is just to really lean into the full-on water play and go for like a big war galley switch, go for a big fish boom, and use that to sort of keep pace with your opponent economically. And then you have to go for like one big landing with a castle drop. That's probably your safest bet, because if you're trying to just go for light cav and monks, you're already so far behind, it seems unlikely you're going to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing the light cav. He's gonna now convert that village, probably. He's trying to convert. Oh, but there's... Oh, this is a good play by TATOH. It's a good play. He's gonna save the villager, and he's gonna kill the monk. Well, the best he could do in this situation, he did it.
Well, your steps back into this game, it's a long road, but you're at least on the right direction as TATOH saving the Vil, grabbing light cav, and even some warrior priests are on the way. Ooh, they're not good against the scout line. Well, but look what he's doing. You are telling this there, but he's doing another also on MR.YO base. A fortified charge, but he noticed and shouldn't be able to do it. He's gonna kill it. Oh, he failed the quick wall. Or not. He might do the quick wall. My goodness. Oh, I gotta be kidding. No.
I really hate these players a lot, Mr. Orlu. Oh, I don't hate him. No. I don't hate him anymore. I love TATOH, okay? I love TATOH. He's human. It's all good, guys. All good. No problem. He lost the village. You can keep going, Orlu. You know, because...
Okay,
like,
we can forgive TATOH at this point for his past transgressions.
Okay.
Well, the warrior priests are out on the field, and yes, guys, they can pick up relics, but they cannot convert. And their healing rate is around 18% slower than a regular monk before their unique tech and Imperial Age. So, and they take bonus damage from light cap. So yes, it's a very solid infantry unit, especially in the mid game, but you have to be very careful once, especially the light cap comes in.
So you think these...
Also, you need atonement to convert them.
Okay, you think these civilizations are broken or something, or you think they are more or less well balanced for being the first time that we see them?
I think that there are aspects of them that are imbalanced, but by and large, for being 2 brand new civs, they seem fine.
Yeah,
like I'm more concerned about Persians being OP right now than I am with Armenians or Georgians. Okay,
it's not like when you remember the Kuman release. Man, do you remember the Lancers? I mean, they were broken 300%, you know, like, yeah. It's not happening anymore, at least, and this, I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good to me as well. So let's see what is gonna happen, because for now, TATOH has 2 extra TCs. At the end, he is still behind in villas, as you can see. Population 80-65. Siege War Shop is trying to come back, but the timing advantage is still there. He's even doing now wheelbarrow. So he's gonna have even more advantage with the economy. He's gonna try to convert those warrior priests, light cap. No, he deleted. And MR.YO is about to drop a castle. If he drop a castle now, an organ guns, it looked like a 1-0 for MR.YO. I don't know what you think. How do you stop now?
Oh yeah, those organ guns are going to absolutely massacre the warrior priests. It will not be remotely close, and this is a very strong position on a hill right in front of TATOH's TCs. And like we were saying, this is the advantage that you get from the very early control of the middle of the map. You have more vills here. You can take these more aggressive positions. You can have Redemption in to convert the Mangonel that's about to pop out. You have Sanctity in already. You are all set right now as MR.YO to take this first game.
Yeah. And well, he has even Redemption, you know? So if he was doing that Siege Workshop now in time, the Mangonel, he has a very, very good position here. He has the monks that can convert the Siege. And with few organ guns, he might take all those warriors. I like that TATOH keep trying. He has 3 TCs, but look how cornered he is. Like, the map control is still there completely for Yo.
Absolutely. Mangonel actually not getting a downhill hit, trying to switch the conversion, not too successful. You can still charge up conversions on units and then switch them over to other units. It's just after the patch, guys, it's buildings that you can't charge up on. And that is a converted Mangonel right there. Not exactly something TATOH needed in his life.
Yeah, and look at the resources. He has 900 food right now. 900 food. 400 gold. His floating resources are ready to go up with not especially a crazy fish boom. But the thing is, in migration, why you are able to go up that quick when you don't have that much economy? If we think about the units he's doing, he's not doing really food units. He has two civilians, few monks, and map control with the castle, so he's not spending food at all, Orlo.
Exactly, and he is going to be on his way up to the Imperial Age, the organ guns with the new gunpowder projectiles looking like they're just kind of being flung over the warrior priests.
Do you like that?
Absolutely,
do you like the new?
I do not. But no? I'm an old AOC curmudgeon.
But you are so old, man. How old are you now, Orlo? Older than me already, right?
Yeah, I'm 26. I don't remember if you're aging backwards still, but yeah.
No, I'm still on the same age, 25.
Okay,
I mean, I'm not
okay,
moving,
we're good.
You know? So, well, I'm better than you.
Gang rise up.
Ah, yeah, you are so old, man. Disaster, man. Fievel is now going with that transport ship. He's trying to do something dirty on MR.YO base, doing the fortified charge. Well, TATOH is trying to do it too because he knows that he's behind. But I really believe when he noticed that Yo is Imperial, he's gonna give up. I don't know what you think.
I would say that's very likely. He did get this fortified church over, and with 5 vills. Now, again, guys, the fortified churches, you can garrison them with the warrior priests and monks, but they won't fire arrows. You need vills to fire arrows in these things. But hey, you got the 5 vills here. This building only costs wood, and at the siege workshop coming in too. TATOH, I'm not sure if this will be successful, but you got to give the guy credit for trying.
Yeah, I mean, he needs probably... Well, not even Redemption, because now he can do chemistry, and then this will be bombard cannons. He has the siege workshop here. MR.YO is still gonna be fine. He has the castle at home. Here, the resources though are crazy. 1,500 food, and this was a clinical play, honestly, by MR.YO, Mr. Olu. Like, really amazing strategy. Super good.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing going into it. He caught TATOH off guard, and I think future opponents of Yo in this tournament are really going to need to prepare against this sort of thing. Like, when you see that uptime on migration, you have to really be looking to see where those docks are.
But the problem
at this
is
point,
that
block printing for the monks. He's looking good.
The problem is that, I mean, if you know, or you are trying to pay attention, you have no tools, you cannot really do anything.
Well, you have to attempt to sail away with fishing ships, or just go for a faster uptime yourself, as there is the GG called. Yo takes game number 1 in migration over TATOH in the second round match here in Warlords 2.
Wow, that was really strong and solid by Yo. Amazing strategy. Honestly, I think MR.YO with TATOH in this kind of situations with maps and decisions, I would say that they are some of the best. You know, probably
absolutely
even ahead than those Viper, Leary, Hera as well. Maybe Viper can be also in the group with them. But Yo and TATOH, well, strategy-wise, they are insane.
Absolutely, and that's why it's so fun to watch them go at it. Right? It's like a game of chess between these two guys. It's really about trying to figure out how best to counter exactly what your opponent's doing. And they also have the mechanics to back it up. They still have great micro, great macro, all that important AoE 2 stuff. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. Because TATOH
Amazing.
didn't roll over and die, and I still have to give him a lot of credit for that.
No, it's crazy. Like, not many players could probably still go in there in that situation, and he did it. We see there that the migration is already belong to MR.YO as a blue frame in the stream, and now we're gonna focus on what is gonna be. By the way, guys, remember that in between the games I will play the ads, because if not, Twitch is gonna eat in between in the middle of the games. That's not gonna happen because I'm controlling them. And Orlu, the next map. It's already there. We don't have to debate what is gonna pick because I see already in the spectator dashboard enclosed.
Have you ever found it ironic that enclosed is a map that is necessarily open because of the unwallable terrain?
Well, it's semi-open. You know, like in what category you put enclosed? To be honest.
No, enclosed is basically, I would say, your standard. It's a little aggressive, but the games can go long on it. I just think the naming convention is funny, but we'll be getting into the game in a little under 2 minutes, guys.
Oh my god, the match. The civilizations. Oh my god.
Oof.
Okay. You have seen already, right? You have seen already the saves. Okay. Well, what are the civilizations you guys think is going to be here? Because we have a very interesting matchup. Let's let the viewers all know the suspense a little bit more. But without saying what civilizations, which one you think has the favorite for you? Yo or TATOH? And don't explain why. Let's keep the suspense.
Okay, I do the same thing. I don't tell people the matchups until the game starts.
Okay.
I think Incas do.
But you said already. You said already.
That was a fail.
What the hell, man? Oh my god. Man, this guy, man, I seriously, man, I'm telling him. You see my t-shirt? You see the t-shirt that I'm wearing? Do you see the t-shirt that I'm wearing or not? Check. Because right now you should wear this t-shirt, Arlo. I mean, seriously, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay, let's go to the draft. Aztecs or Incas, guys? Orlo, in another level, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to be honest, back in the days, we will never say that the Incas is better, Orlo. Never.
No, certainly not.
Pooh, now it's insane, right? It's insane
It
civilization.
feels like Incas have that raw efficiency with the discounted food cost on their units, having all the strong counter units. And I feel like it's going to be tough for Aztecs to keep up with. You go like Skirm Eagle early on and then switch into Slingers in mid game. That feels really tough.
Okay, so guys, let's see what is going to be, because we know everything. We know the plans, we know the seeds, and now we want to know who is going to be the winner in this one. Obviously, we want a close series, so it's not that we're going to cheer for anyone, but a 1-1, it wouldn't be bad here. And TATOH will have the tools, and the tool he has right now is that in 30 seconds, he's doing the barrack, Mr. Orlo.
That is interesting. TATOH going to be going for a very early rush. You still get a little bit of a food discount in the Dark Age with Incas, and the rush distance, it can be quite close on this map, and that is exactly what we're seeing. But what I find a little odd is that early on, you have this nice little pocket in the forest that you don't generally send vills out quickly. So I wonder what those early militia are really going to accomplish until the players try and go for the mill. But okay, well, there's Yo going out already.
Yeah, but these 9 villas start. Remember about that. So it's early, but it's not that early. You will need soon probably to go for the mill if you want that. He has the laundry cam already. And then there's one thing that benefit also TATOH here. He has the lag that they are not too far. They are quite close, actually. But those militias, they can arrive in time. Yeah, so.
Oh, but the Eagle Warrior is going the wrong way.
Yeah, but I think this is on purpose. Like, you don't know. He doesn't know where he is. So he's sending the militias to one side, the Eagle to the other, because maybe he was close on the right. And then as soon as he sees that he's close, maybe he's going to go around. Well, it doesn't need. The Eagle is faster than the militias. So might be in time there. And MR.YO is already mining gold. Let's see if he's going to spot it, because the Eagle is still pushing the deers. The militias are coming. I don't know. Those 2 Eagles, how much damage they can do. Because if he wall the goal, then Yo is completely fine.
Exactly, and you have no opportunity to get damage done at the woodline on this map, so it becomes very limited to what you can actually accomplish if Yo is able to get those walls down. Now, Loom is on the way for our blue player Yo, And TATOH is inbound. Is Yo going to have the reaction time? Of course he does. Yo is famous for having top-tier quick walls.
Okay. Well, actually, I always have said that for me, if Yo just had the APM that Viper, Hera, and those players have, #1, man.
Yeah, easily.
I mean, right? You understand my point, right? Because in the seasons it's incredible, and you definitely don't see those quick walls by Yo at all, and that micro. Oof. But well, that's why it's so difficult to be a top player in this game, right?
Although, to be fair, it's more fun this way because, I mean, Mem, you've obviously been around for a few years. You remember the many eons of Viper dominance, and right now, the AV2 scene feels more open than it's ever been.
Oh, but one thing is not to be quick wall, but what he's doing here, Mr. Yo, what is this? Why he let the Palisade die? I don't understand. This is so weird. I mean, one thing is that you don't quick wall like the Viper or Hera and so on, but letting the Palisade go down is not what you want. Okay, he's fine still, but now don't have gold.
It's a little awkward for sure. Granted, you start with the extra 50 gold as Aztecs. You can afford a couple archers early on to push back out your opponent. And Yo's still having a very fast uptime. TATOH not far behind, however. And I think where Yo wants to take this game, if possible, is to make it more about the archer focus, where Incas won't have as much of an advantage. They don't have as good an eco, just sort of in general, as Aztecs do. And they don't really get a discount on their archers. So I feel like that's probably where Yo wants this game to be.
Okay. He's doing the archers, and since there is still a little bit of time since he's doing the archers, do you think, like some people, I see some coming in the chat now, some people think, do you think this is now when Hera is gonna take the Viper spot and he's gonna dominate completely like he did in the past, or you see the things are different?
I mean, I think if anybody has the claim to being the best player currently, it is Hera. But I still don't think Hera is quite well-rounded enough in terms of the different situations you can throw at him, relative to how good Viper was in his era of dominance. And people might not remember that. It's just, the thing is, you could never get Viper in a situation where he wasn't the best player in the world. Whereas you can do that with Hera. If you can make games messy, if you can play the more closed maps.
Yeah. And then, well, let's see this battle, because there's two Melissa and Eagle, and then we discuss more about that. He's doing the mill. I think now he's just gonna be fine. Okay. I don't know if you were watching other day where the Viper interview that I did, and he kinda said something important that I will tell you after this game probably, because now we don't have time to talk about that, because this is already 4 men at arms and the Eagle, and he has only 1 archer. You need something else than that archer to counter this army from TATOH.
Absolutely, and now the Eagle trying to run interference, block the archer from retreating, allow the men-at-arms to get those hits in, and that is exactly what happens. The Eagle is going to go down, but keeping those archer numbers low, it just keeps Yo in such an uncomfortable position, as now we have, okay, trying to rush up a blacksmith. This is still very awkward. Food income isn't going to last forever, although I guess you still have several water buffalo. This just doesn't feel good, though, for Yo.
Yeah, it doesn't feel, but remember also, Orlo, that he has spent a lot of resources in 4 men-at-arms. He did 4 militias, the upgrade, and at the end, he didn't really achieve too much. Yes, some disturb a little here, but if you check the efficiency at the bottom right corner, it went down just like a 10%. Don't think it's enough. Well, Mr. Yo has a lot of on wood. Maybe it's, well, disturb a little bit his macro, that's for sure. But he's still okay, Mr. Yo, right now.
Yeah, TATOH is ahead in overall resources collected, as we can now actually see that in the bottom right of Cap Trade, which I am a big fan of.
Love it.
But relative to how many more resources he has spent on military, it's not actually much of an advantage, if any at all.
Yeah, I love the updates they did in for Cap Trade, man. These last updates are fantastic. I mean, you basically you don't almost need to move the panel anymore, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you have everything there. The most important, I mean. It's there.
Yeah.
It is really there.
You only really need to move it for team games, like late games, so you can see the trade numbers, and that's it.
Yeah, but well, team games, sadly, lately is not a real thing, at least in big events, Anyway, it's coming now. How many archers and skirmishers? Well, the numbers are matching up now, but this is where now Incas become dangerous, because Aztecs, they have military production faster, 11%, but Incas is so cheap. I always call them the Byzantines version 2.
That seems accurate enough. And, well, Ooh. This is some nice micro displayed here from TATOH, trying to go for the archers with his own skirmishers. And although the infantry units aren't likely to get that much damage done, they do prevent Eagle Warriors from diving super comfortably, and just allowing the skirms to get those hits on the archers exactly as TATOH's doing.
Okay, let's see what is he gonna do, because now the good thing here is also that TATOH is having completely the initiative of the game. Well, keeping like this is always great, because at home you are completely fine, Orlo, you are safe, you're still a spamming army that has second archery range, don't think so. We don't see second archery range anymore, Orlo. It's always one archery range, barely see second archery range, at least that the game is going extremely long feudal battle.
Yeah, maybe a few weeks ago I would have agreed with you. I would have, but like recently, like really recently, we've seen a bit of a resurgence of that double archery range play that is so reminiscent of old, and it's nice to see, because you know, so many people complain about the monk meta. Oh, monks are super OP. It's just because people are rushing up to Castle Age and don't have any army left from feudal age.
Yeah. If you don't have anything, then of course they are OP, because you cannot kill it.
Like,
you got nothing.
Turns out when there's only like 5 units on the field, monks are OP.
OP, of course. If you can spam, then you cannot micro against that much army. Anyway, look at the eagles now and the skirmishes. He has to be careful. There's many eagles. Also with the +1 as well for Yo, but a little bit late. That eagle is super low HP, sending more. And now doing the second barrack. I like it. But second barrack as well for TATOH. Population TATOH is still with the advantage. And right now, he's an awkward position, as you mentioned. He's forced even to make forging. Maybe upgrades that you wouldn't want to do it, but he feels forced to do it, Mr. Orlo.
Absolutely. And I think the word uncomfortable really just best describes Yo's position. He can't take his forge bushes as nicely as he'd want to. He can't perhaps optimize his economy as much as he'd like to. And he's forced to take these engagements against TATOH that he really isn't set up well to take, as it's sort of in the middle of all of his production. And you can see that reflected in the KD. TATOH 12 kills to 6 deaths and absolutely barreling down on that gold mine.
Okay, let's see, man. Look at the army numbers now. Oh my god, he will need a tower in that goal soon. TATOH is just spamming, really spamming non-stop with double barrack now. 4 army 18. We were talking about how Incas strong could be, and we thought that this game can be for a long game. You were complaining. Is this a semi-open map and so on? I know that the fun enclosed. Well, like this now, it looks like a super open map, because it's 16 minutes and the game lose over.
Oh yeah, this is an absolute disaster for Yo. They're trying to rush up a market. TATOH already has his established. Yes, that tower is incoming, but it is just not at all a good position. Villagers can't comfortably fight the Eagle Warriors because they have that +1 defense, only taking 2 damage instead of 3. And right now, TATOH is looking to get some quick revenge for that game number 1 loss.
It seems so, because look at this. TATOH about to go up to Castle. It's already using the market faster than his opponent with 21 army, 3 army. It was this also about the strategy. Those 2 militias that we were skeptical, he took the timing advantage, and he never threw that position. And right now, with this amount of army, oh man, and he's on the way to Castle. This is now a brutal play by TATOH, man.
Absolutely, and what we see from that 2 militia play, you know, what people call the French drush, which can lead into a men-at-arm rush like we saw, even if it's not killing stuff, it is disrupting your opponent's economy and keeps them on the back foot. It makes sure that you can keep on applying pressure and never let your opponent get settled, and this is basically textbook play on how to execute that. Yo never got his footing in this game, and now slower up to Castle Age in a really dreadful spot to try and hold on to TATOH here.
Yeah, let's see what he's going to do. I think Mr. Yo will need to do something. Maybe he will need even another barrack, like a third one, to try to outnumber his opponent, which it can happen because the production, as we said with Aztecs, is higher. He still have 1 upgrade more, the forging, the +1 attack, which now TATOH is gonna get as well. And in numbers of eagles, that is probably the army that is gonna matter right now. The difference is not that big, Mr. Orlo.
Very true, and Yo himself not at all giving up. He's not too far behind in Castle Age, only around 30 seconds. And if he can maybe get some monks out, get a nice mangonel hit or something like that, he can get right back into this game. He only lost 1 villain all of this, so it's not like he is, in terms of economy, insurmountably far behind.
It's crazy, Orlo, how he is still in this game, man. he had at some point 21 army and 1 military when he was doing the tower, and he managed to be only 30 seconds behind. It's just incredible. He has 3 eagles around the goal, TATOH, that can be tricky. He does have the 3rd barrack, so he feels comfortable with those 2. Okay. And now at home you have to be careful because he's losing finally 1 villager more. He's gonna probably take another one down. This is the 2nd. It's gonna be the 3rd, not really. That was a little bit sloppy because he could see this with the houses and he's gonna take another. Got it. That was already 4 villagers down. When you, I mean, he did the hardest part, he did it. And then he lost when you didn't expect it, Mr. Olo.
Yeah, clearly he was distracted by all of the fighting over on the west side. A lot of these Eagles are also very low in HP. TATOH in hot pursuit. Eagle Warrior upgrade is going to be in. And Yo is a little bit behind in that regard, but like I always say, if you're doing the same thing as your opponent but behind, you're not going to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's complicated. Anyway, he's doing now the third barrack. He has 3 barracks already. Still, production from Aztecs is stronger, and you have to be careful. You don't want to take now a battle that you lose, because then in these Eagles battles, it snowballs so fast, Arlo, super fast. So he has to be careful, TATOH. Oh, Slinker.
Absolutely. Okay. But you want to take the fight right now. Those Eagles are so low in HP. You don't want to let Monks come out and start healing them up. Utilize the advantage you have. Some Slingers are now being added in. And this is why this matchup can get so awkward for Aztecs. It's that Eagle Warrior plus Slinger army composition that will just decimate the Civ if you are not taking absolutely perfect engagements. Yo is going to try and add in another TC behind this and just hang in there. But TATOH's still not too eager to commit.
He's doing it. Mr. Yo is not, I mean, it's not in a terrible position. I mean, he's behind for sure, but look at the numbers now. He's gonna have the 2nd town center, only 3 Eagles behind. Be careful with the monks from the Aztecs as well, because if you get 3-4 monks Aztecs with sanity there, getting tanky, why he's taking this battle, I don't know. Now he's going back. Well, in that situation, he just throw a lot, man. Now he's halved the Eagles. He lost there 4 Eagles for nothing.
Not exactly what you want in this game. Yo, already behind, needs to do something to start making a comeback happen. Now we have a Siege Workshop coming in for Yo. Siege versus Eagles is always tricky because a big Mangonel hit can be very good. Scorpions can be okay, but the Eagles themselves are very strong against all the Siege units. And the tower, it's going to help a little bit in this fight and likely be enough to win it.
Yeah, don't think this is the battle TATOH need to take. Don't think it is the battle even more when he was going to get the +2. Okay. And
game paused for you?
Yeah, it's fine. They're going to continue. They seem they got some small problem, but they're back there, and he's gonna keep going in a moment. Let me just check on Discord. I believe everything is fine. Yeah.
It's when that moment of panic that sets in when a game is paused, thinking that, oh no, is everything dropped? Nope. Players just have a small blip they need to take care of.
Yeah, TATOH lost the connection for a second, but they keep going now. Okay, look at those Eagles. It's still 23 army. The problem here is Aztecs has already now the 2nd TC. You know? 2 monks getting the relics. Aztecs is still being dangerous, you know. And Mr. Yo as well is dangerous too. So TATOH need to be careful and don't lose the army, because if you lose the army, we say it's a snowball, and he's still on 1 town center only.
Absolutely. Yo, he's still a little bit behind in the villager count because of those early losses, but soon enough, he will be coming back ahead, and there's a 3rd TC for Yo. We know that with all the crazy strategical stuff, Yo is a boomer at heart. He absolutely loves going to late game. And TATOH, he's been very patient, but there's a point when patience looks like, just attack with the big army, man.
Yeah. Maybe patient in this situation is not the way to go. He need to wall now the woodline. I don't know if he's gonna be able to wall the woodline, but just wall the woodline, Mr. Yo. He's gonna wall it or not. The house, another house. He walled it the last second. Oh my god. And now he's coming with, he walled it, and now he's gonna trap that army. It was a trick. Look at the Scorpion here. The Scorpion with those slingers. He's now trying to go away. I think he's gonna wall. This is the only thing that he's missing. You know, these should be trap Eagles. Those Eagles should never go away, right? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
What I mean? It should never escape from there. Ever.
Indeed, indeed. But now look at the slingers. They are coming in. The monk, I mean, maybe they'll get a conversion. Nope, it's going to eat the business end of an eagle warrior. And those slingers just absolutely obliterate infantry. And, yo, an enormous amount of idle time. TATOH is indeed taking the good fight he needs to. Not killing any more vills yet, but causing the idle economy that he needs to catch back up.
Yeah, the economy at the bottom right corner, you can see 50%. 50% only working. So, yeah, you have 2 villages more. Yes, 2 villages more, Orlu. I mean, MR.YO, it has village lead. Okay. And we know one thing about MR.YO and ACCM that they have in common. They never resign. Orlu, they never do it.
Yep.
So, they have
the
to be really behind.
The spirit of Kim lives on.
Yeah. They have to... Is this a spirit from the Asians? That they never quit? You know, I'm not telling that he's dead, but you know what I mean. You know the game. Like, you are 2,000 score behind, rated, and so on, and they still going and going and going. And sometimes these bring some crazy comebacks.
I think, especially in the case of Yo, he's had so many comebacks, and he wins so often in late game just because he is a better player strategically in the late game than basically everyone in the world, that I can understand it. Even if games do look well and truly over. And, I mean, Yo's not dead.
Well, I mean,
TATOH's ahead by 10 pop right now.
Exactly, check the population. The population is very similar. Now he's finally killing a village in the south, which is the first village that now MR.YO is gonna take it. And if he come back in this game, I really don't know what to say. Because now MR.YO has 18 army, TATOH 30. This is starting to be one of those epic games from Yo. Yo is gonna make a list skirmishes. And now let's see if he's gonna notice in the north that there is one eagle being annoying. He did notice, and the eagle is gonna be down. He's doing more farmers. Only thing that he doesn't have is wheelbarrow, but he has horse collar. While TATOH no horse collar. He's coming with the siege workshop. But there is another thing here. If he spot it and do monks with redemption and having already a list skirmishes, then MR.YO is gonna be ready to rumble.
Oh, look at this beautiful fight here for TATOH, trying to corner the Eagles just a little bit. They do manage to slip away. That would have been an absolute disaster for Yo. The Slingers and Eagles would have mopped up Yo's army. He still can't really go out anywhere on the map. He just doesn't have the numbers to do so. And we're also in the situation where TATOH is also on 3 TCs. He is ahead in resources collected. And Yo still kind of needs to figure out something, because he doesn't have a good army comp.
Yeah, he doesn't have yet. He's trying to do the job. Obviously have his scorpions. He has some monks. He's gonna have his skirmishes now. I mean, he's gonna have soon everything he needs. Sanity is gonna make that those monks are gonna be really, really tanky in case that he's gonna be the slingers. But ladies and gentlemen, TATOH is going to make a castle on his literally face. But he has the Mangrel here. The Mangrel is not gonna be enough. Do you think he should do a tower? Probably not. They're gonna be even in time. Let's see now the Mangrel is coming. He's gonna try to make the job. The Mangrel is gonna kill those slingers. Having his scorpions. He's doing redemption, but the redemption is not gonna be there in time. He's gonna take the Mangonel. No, he didn't, but he also didn't take it as well. He's gonna take the Monk, and now the Mango. No! He misclicked there and didn't kill. He take the Barrack, but not the Mangrel. Now the Mangrel shot is gonna be into what? Still TATOH. A lot of army, Orlu. A lot of army.
Absolutely perfect fight from TATOH. This is exactly what he needed to do. He had that advantage, and it just went for the killing blow. That is the sort of decisive play that you really need to be at the top level. Gonna throw in some Kameyuks, because why not? Now, the army numbers are getting close, but now, much like TATOH in the last game, Yo is just in a horrible position tactically with the castle barreling down on him.
And these last 2 minutes that they were having the same villages, just look how important is the multitasking and being aggressive. MR.YO idle TC exploded, 73 villages, 88. It was even before this battle. Is that correct? And now, look at the difference. Insane. But TATOH, 0 villages on gold. Well, now he's gonna have, but okay. Now he has good resources. Yeah, it's trying MR.YO, but TATOH is not any player, Orlu, and he shouldn't throw this game.
Now, of course, when you were nice enough to treat me to, 2 of the best players in the world going at it, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Players doing everything they can to come back, but if you have that lead, these guys are not going to give it up very easily.
Explain to the viewers, Orlu, why in this situation it's good to delete those forward farmers.
Yeah, sure. So, in case you guys don't know, the farmers will automatically decide to go to farms, even if it is under castle fire, because villagers are kind of dumb. So, you need to delete those farms, otherwise your villas are just going to keep on walking to their untimely demise. So, like, they'll see the field of crops with, like, 10 dead bodies in it and be like, you know what? this is a great place to harvest some corn.
Okay. But I like what you say, you know, because the villains are dumb. It is a good explanation for sure, you know. But explain me also why, because I don't know, and how he's on the way to Imperial. MR.YO is still on the way to Imperial. Obviously, TATOH is Imperial just 10 seconds faster, but with 30 villains more.
Yeah.
And well, he called the GG, and TATOH made really, really an amazing game. I mean, both games, let's be honest, very interesting, different for sure, but clear win in both for the player who won the game.
Absolutely, but that's a sort of clear victory I don't mind, because both players really showing how good they are at taking a strategical advantage and just snowballing it into a victory, both super well executed, and we are all even Stevens, Mr. Mem.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great. It's really great, Mr. Stevens. Oh my God. Or don't start. Oh, 2,000 resources difference, but it wasn't. I mean, nah, it was a big difference. I'm just checking the village number, and he really did well, Mr. Orlo. Okay, so what is gonna be now the next game? Oh, the players are not there. Okay, but we see the draft. And what map do you think now, Mr. Nomad? I think Nomad is gonna be the next one.
Nomad is the old standby for Yo. One of the best Nomad players in the world, if not the best. And of course, in his draft, he has Bohemians, which people are really picking all the time on Nomad these days, as Hussite wagons are just slightly annoying to deal with. And we saw Vivi even able to beat Leary the other day, or yesterday. The days run together on Nomad with Bohemians.
These civilizations, Orlo, are being too strong, man. Like, they use them so great. They managed to use them in a way that you cannot even imagine, you know? And they're doing a great job with using those. So we're gonna see the same then, you think?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think that for TATOH, if indeed we are going to Nomad, which is not, I believe, guaranteed yet, Malay are a really solid option. Byzantines as well. You have to consider Hideout and Land Madness. Magyars feel like a good Land Madness Civ. Hideout at probably the other one of Byzantines or Malay. So TATOH has options. TATOH like never has a bad draft. I have never seen TATOH have a bad draft.
Okay, it's true. Like, it's a good point. He knows exactly what he wants to do. I mean, you might think, oh, these civilizations, maybe it could be another, but you don't feel like he's picking a civilization that it is wrong, right?
He's not smashing the random button on his draft like some players.
Yeah, man. Okay. Anyway, oh, by the way, I want to remind people in the stream, guys, that we're gonna have giveaways in the channel. I don't know if you have seen the command is really bad with these things, you know. Giveaways from the new DLC, 5 in total. You only have to follow the socials of the channel. You probably do it already: the Twitter, the YouTube, the Instagram, and obviously the Twitch. And during today, randomly, bam, we will have, well, probably in some in between series, because if imagine that I do a giveaway in the middle of a game, Orlo, I think people is gonna be more interested in the giveaway, or they're gonna get angry. They're gonna get angry, man. They're gonna get angry on me.
And I will say, since I know you're not a campaign person, the DLC, the campaigns are a lot of fun. So if you're into the single player, the DLC is worth it in that regard.
Okay, campaigns. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You love the campaigns?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I love everything about AoE 2, man.
Yeah, me too, man. I mean, honestly, I don't know how you feel about adding more saves. Some people is more, let's say, classic in this kind of things, but I just love when there is new content. I like it, man. I mean, it's make interesting. Yeah. You also gonna investigate about it. Now there is till you figure out what is the best meta, and then you don't really find the meta in a long time, probably.
I mean, how long did it take after, like, between the Hussite wagon changes and then people thinking they're ridiculously overpowered? There was like, what, a couple months stretch where people still thought they were awful?
And now they think they're great.
Exactly, with no changes in the past month.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's really crazy, because they have noticed that if you mass them, they're so tanky, and it's not an oath only with monks and redemption. It's not an oath.
Not at all.
Not an oath. It's not enough. Really not enough. I mean, the archers don't do anything. I mean, you need really many mangonels, but then you can also put with them monks yourself. So it's complicated. It's really complicated. But well, ooh, game 3 is starting. Game 3 is starting, and this is what we want. Okay. Bohemians and Burmese. It's starting. Burmese. Not a bad civilization. We are related into monks, Mr. Orlo.
Exactly. Nomad is going to be the map of choice. This could be an enormous clown fest. Both of these are fast castle into unique unit plus monk civs. Free wood upgrades versus free mining upgrades. I think it might be time to get the honk noses out of the drawer.
Okay, let's see what is going to be. But obviously, the location is very important. Do you think being super close, the TCs benefit here to who?
Wait, do you know the TC locations already?
No. But if the location was close,
hypothetically,
for example, hypothetically, of course. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not a cheater, man. Seriously.
I don't know.
If they have a close, I don't know. You call me cheater in my channel, Orlo? You call me cheater in my channel?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so hypothetically, since they are close, Bohemians and Burmese, what do you prefer here? Being so close, who can benefit this?
I actually do like Bohemians. It feels like in this particular context, the free mining upgrades are just incredibly powerful because you can get the castle drop down quickly and the monks out in a timely manner. And those two things together can be really tough. Arambai aren't going to be that great versus Hussite wagons, as Hussite wagons do have a lot of pierce armor. Arambai deal pierce damage. And yeah, I do like Bohemians a little bit more.
Okay. I mean, remember that also Burmese get the wood upgrades, guys. And, well, and the monks are, all the techs are just 50% cheaper, which is, well, can be very good to counter those wagons. But let's see also if they're gonna find each other really quick. Remember that Burmese give you where are all the rallies location. I am on MR.YO point of view and checking those villages in the north. And I think he's gonna spot it TATOH with those houses. No, he's not gonna do it. So both sides, Orlo, not gonna know where the opponent it is right now. No, they don't.
And as we can see, the players are not close to each other. So it's a completely different dynamic than what we were discussing, of course. So with a long rush distance, the chances of this going into late game increase drastically. And we might not see just the pure fast castle into unique unit thing. We might be seeing more of like a monk defense plus booming. And that's where things can get really interesting.
Okay, let's see if it's gonna happen that. Is the Arambai a viable choice in this matchup?
I mean, Arambai still feel like they will snowball quite effectively. But in low numbers, that's where the Hussite wagons are going to shine. Hussite wagons are still really bad once you get like big numbers of them. They're just such clunky units. Whereas the Arambai are much easier to run around in micro.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Right now, then, MR.YO position. He has berries on the TC. He's taking one more, and already the second. He's taking that quick because he's probably afraid that his opponent is gonna lane and don't want this to happen. MR.YO, okay, he has to explore all these trades, and he needs to explore a lot more with the ship because he doesn't see too much more. And then TATOH has, well, he has the deers, another board that he can see. Has to explore a little bit better. I mean, the maps are usually now in Nomad, not only in our tournament, Orlo, that in Nomad is not like before. That there was sometimes generations that you had no resources at all. Now it seems that the Nomads are quite more balanced.
Yeah, ruining Nomad. SMH.
It's true. No, I mean, I agree with you. You know, like, we have got used to that Nomad has to have resources all over, while before Nomad was like, well, I remember that people was saying, no, you have to put the 3 villages in a triangle, then you go to the middle, move there. Now doesn't matter. Any spot that you locate, there's resources.
Exactly. And nomad starts in general are basically guaranteed much smoother ever since they made that change where the fishermen can drop off food at the dock.
True.
It feels like players are just not getting like screwed as early on Nomad, where you have a minute plus idle time in Dark Age because you can't get any food resources. The overall generations are much more balanced, and I believe in this particular script you are guaranteed to have a small lake with some deep fish in it.
Yeah, I think the lake is there all the time, all the generations. It's tricky to use it because if you spot it, you can lose it very very easily. But if you don't, obviously you can make a mini fish boom there. But for now, they are already with 21 population. By the way, the dock is in the south for TATOH, while MR.YO has completely in the north. So they're opposite the TCs and the dock. So as you mentioned, how to make here early aggression doesn't look like a map that you're gonna have early aggression. Oh, look at that goal at the back. That now he see. Look at MR.YO goal he got, and he went super far. Well, it's okay. It's
yeah,
okay.
it's fine.
He couldn't see it before. It's fine. Yes. Okay.
Take the forward gold now, so that if you're getting pushed later on, you can take the gold in the back later on. Do arena strats. Always play for the 1 hour mark.
Okay. I'm surprised that MR.YO didn't pick arena. No, you are not surprised? He loves arena. Okay.
Oh yeah, Yo's a huge arena fan.
He hated, man. Oh man, he really, really hated arena.
But like I feel like he's great at arena. Like it plays to a lot of his strengths. He just doesn't like it.
Well, MR.YO, I don't know if he's. I don't think he's his best map, but he could play probably perfect if he wanted. But I think he just go with the mentality that I don't want this map. And then he just don't try like the maps 100%. But
exactly.
MR.YO is already up, Mr. Orlu. And what is his approach? He's gonna go what?
Probably some sort of aggression on the water. We can see TATOH is actually docking this pond area, so wants to get a mini fish boom. This is especially common if you want to go for a fast castle, as you can get a bit of a more guaranteed food income. That's just so necessary when you're trying to save for 800 food. Already has builds going on over to gold. Still has yet to click up. And Yo, I still only see one dock and no barracks. Oh, never mind. There's the barracks.
Barrack is there. Well, TATOH has the economy for Castle Age. He's already up and he has already almost 500 food in the bank. But if you check MR.YO economy, it's insane and going up super quick. He's going Castle Age as well. Wow. Their macro Orlu is just in another level, seriously. It's in another level.
Absolutely. Yeah. Turns out TATOH and Yo are good at this game. More news at 11.
I really don't know how they do this, and I don't know how many years we have been casting, and then you check the games and so on. But still, Orlu casting, you cannot track their multitasking. So imagine when they are playing, right? You cannot track their multitasking. It's crazy. Seriously, what the hell? Okay.
I know it's like we're just the pleb casters, man. Can't even keep up with the players when we see everything.
Orlu is still 17 plus forever, or you are 18 now?
I've actually dropped from 18. It's I haven't been able to play. I'm back taking a class to finish my degree, so I haven't had much time to play.
Okay. He's starting with excuses, guys. It's okay, but no problem.
Yeah.
Classes. I cannot be because I have 2 kids. Family things. It's the same. I know what you're talking. Anyway,
you're not supposed to let on to the viewers that we could be grinding if we wanted to.
It's what it is. It's what it is, But anyway, look at the time up for MR.YO. Super fast. Super fast. He's doing now the middle. He's gonna take the deers. Obviously, with the scout, he's gonna have the knowledge, the map control, and TATOH is coming with a village that probably is gonna be spotted by Oh my god, look at that villager, man. That villager. Sneaky TATOH. MR.YO cannot see it, and he want to probably make a dog in that corner. Okay.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
but Yo was going to be up the Castle Age much faster.
And the fish is in the other side, in the opposite side for MR.YO. So that dog is actually, it's okay, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. MR.YO can't see the dog in the middle, not yet. He is still exploring with the scouts, and I don't see MR.YO going for any stone. He can see a stone close to his base. Actually, look at that. There's no... Well, yeah, there's a stone in front of the stable, but he's not mining, and TATOH has outposts all over the map. Well, it's everything but not the strategy or the kind of game we expected, Arlo.
Yeah, Nomad, it actually plays out stranger if the players aren't on top of each other, just because the way that player civ picks work, especially at, in a big tournament like this, and the strategies they tend to go for are all geared towards just, getting as much castle on your opponent as quickly as possible. But now it's like, oh, well, I guess this is just a more standard game. Just getting some scouts, getting some monks, basic map control stuff. And TATOH, meanwhile, is just adding in a barracks at this point.
Yeah, but now the advantage, in my opinion, I mean, if you see more fish for TATOH, the advantage is for Yo, because he has the timing, he has already a second TC. As you mentioned, he has the gold mining upgrade for free. And, well, he's gonna take first villager now. There you go, villager down. And then it's starting to disturb his economy quite a lot. It's gonna be another village, probably no, but half of his villages on the woodies are idle. Now he's doing the monastery, doing the war galley upgrade, and it's gonna be important if he's able to take the water for sure, but I don't know. Which one position you prefer here? I prefer MR.YO position right now.
I agree in general. I like that he's grabbing fervor, going to help out the economy efficiency a little bit. He's got the monk to go for a conversion on the fire ship that TATOH needs to be careful for. Does sink it. Scuttles his own ship as he needs to do. But TATOH getting that war galley upgrade is going to be nice for getting rid of his opponent's fish and open up the way for his own really big fish boom.
Okay, but let's see if he's going to be able to do it, because for now he's taking the first kill now, MR.YO. He's gonna have the war galley upgrade as well, doing another mill there to take the deers. He will go back, or you will lose that galley, and he shouldn't. He's still doing more galleys as well. And he still have the two-tone sentence quicker, much quicker than TATOH. TATOH is going for double monastery. Is not that overreacting? Double monastery here when you see that your opponent has light caps?
Yeah, that's a little surprising. Maybe he wants to make a big play happen across the middle of the map. Start sending the spearmen forward, get some extra attack. He's already grabbing squires. Could maybe think about a siege workshop. But that's where the rush distance comes in. And no, he's going to be adding a TC all the way to the southwest of the map on the coastline.
But
that feels like it could easily be attacked by like one more galley.
Yeah, well, it can. But he's here also with another dog now, MR.YO in the south. And I don't know. I think if TATOH is trying to make some attack, some aggression is not gonna work. It's kind of too far, and MR.YO is starting to have a great economy. Will Barrow already, and he already did fervor, so it's also affected the villagers. Population TATOH is still ahead, but resources collected is also ahead. What the hell? This is complicated. This game is just. Well, it's what it is, But
Man, why isn't AoE 2 easier?
No,
I should have to think when I cast. I just want to say things that are in front of me.
Yeah, it's so, well, we have said this many times. It's so complicated, and this is why probably the game is difficult that you see new pros jumping into big events or new pros overall, because if there's new generations, they go for shooters or you know what I mean. Those are the games that are more modern, easier to play, fast to learn, and move on to another thing.
Well, AoE 2, it's still around, it's still kicking, we got DLC 10.
Is the 10? Is the 10 DLC?
Yeah, it's DLC 10.
DLC? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to be careful now. He's doing the TC in the north. With that TC, he might see the dock. He's doing a tournament. MR.YO. Population, he's still behind. TATOH is still ahead because of the fish. And MR.YO has lost the whole fish right now, which is definitely not good. So now he should take the fish himself. He doesn't see yet the dock in the corner. And with some monks here, he could convert even the village and the fish. What the hell? Okay. And 3-6 for both players. Late game, as you mentioned, Orlo.
Absolutely, and how are these civs going to match up as the game goes on? I mean, Pikeman Monk is going to be quite nice in the short run, but it's not like Bohemians are likely to go mass cav as the game progresses. Monk defense probably going to be where you need to be for Yo in terms of hanging on against TATOH's incoming army. But you still need to be working towards something, and maybe some hand cannoneers in the castle age could be an option there.
Oh, good point. We forgot about the chemistry that you can have. He's doing pikes, a lot of pikes. He's now doing redemption, bozo, heavy plow. 4 relics already. 4 relics for Mr. Yo, okay? And that's something to take in consideration. Now he's killing the fish. He found the fish in the corner. And Mr. Orlo, the game is still going, getting closer. And we're going to see finally the aggression that we want. Because we see this map and we want aggression. It has been so peaceful for now. But it seems that it's not peaceful anymore. He should delete that one and he's deleting. Okay. And what is the following? Maybe some tower here because TATOH is coming with quite some army now. And I don't think Joe has enough to stop this.
Oh boy, the monks converting each other. Yo, heavily outskilling TATOH at that moment, getting the conversion.
Yeah, it's all about the skills now. Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, the monks is still, you know, that random timing here that it's a little bit of a luck. Uh-oh, you gotta be careful. He's going with the pikes. He's gonna go around. But he just move and put another light get on the field. But there's a lot of pikes. He's gonna convert with the 3 monks. Probably he will. He need to be careful there. I don't know if Siege is now also the way to go for Yo, but Mr. Yo, stone is already on point, and we might see the so-called wagons that are sick. The monk has sanity and he's going to convert the mango. No, he's not converting the damn mango. No, no conversions
this doesn't support
at all.
my confirmation bias of Yo conversions. I don't accept this.
Okay.
Mangonel does get converted, but not before that last Mangonel rock comes out and kills the monk. Mangonel danger close fire on that monk right there, and is going to get the kill, but is going to lose his own Mangonel in the process.
And now, believe it or not, Mr. Yo is ahead in population after all this aggression. He has 62 villages, 10 villages more than his opponent. He's converting here some stuff. Yeah, he's converting now probably another village, and he's dropping already a castle close to that town center. Not a super aggressive castle. I mean, okay castle, but what is he taking with that castle? He just want to make the castle and go for the units, it seems.
That seems like it'd be the case. If nothing else, it can help you survive in the short run. But remember, guys, Hussite wagons only have 6 range, so the monks with 9 range can pretty comfortably get conversions on them from a distance, and you know that TATOH already has redemption. So you have to be really careful with how you go about this. Probably, I would rather see some sort of archery range unit. You can actually probably justify all 3 of them, skirms, arbs, or hand cannons.
Okay, let's see, he's going to convert the stable. Obviously, we have the monks because the player that loves the monks the most is in the channel, and then the monks appear. Hola MBL, welcome to the Woolulu, Woolulu, Woolulu. Oh my god, monks all over. He loved the monks, as we all know, and now Phil on the TC. Let's see, he's gonna take those pikes, not really. He's gonna convert those monks. He will try, but both players are about to go up to Imperial quite soon, Mr. Orlo.
Absolutely. TATOH's resources are slightly closer for the time being, but we'll have to see when these guys can actually click up, but they both have the buildings that are necessary. Time for some more peak AoE2 monk-on-monk action. TATOH seemingly getting a bit of the better end of Yo at this point, but now the monks are out of faith, so they're all just kind of awkwardly staring at each other, just like Ornlu at a party.
Look at the time for Imperial. Mr. Yo is about to go up. TATOH is about to go up, but Mr. Yo has right now Orlu 16 villages more, which going up to Imperial at the same time looks like a lot of villages more. Mr. Orlu, and in Imperial, I do prefer Bohemians than Burmese.
I definitely agree with you, but neither player have really demonstrated how exactly they want to attack their army compositions. TATOH's not going to go for halbs at this point. There's just no point against Bohemians, and there are the archery ranges coming down for Yo. As we were saying earlier, you remember you can pick up chemistry even at this point, and even if you're not going to go hand cannons, having access to those early bombard cannons could be really helpful.
In theory, this castle forward is a good one, because you might take map control, timing and momentum, but that only happens when you are up faster than your opponent, which is not the case. The case is that Mr. Yo is gonna be up to Imperial quicker. He will have probably chemistry, which is not happening. He's doing ballistic, and that surprised me. I will do first, as you were talking, chemistry, because that castle is on his face. And Mr. Yo will buy a castle? He has the stone he could buy, but it will be quite expensive to buy a castle. Do you think he should buy a castle to drop it here? Or since he's gonna be up to Imperial Juice with the traps and bomber cannons, he will be fine? He's not buying.
I don't think that's super necessary. I think having the gold for a bunch of expensive siege units and Imperial upgrades is probably more important.
No market.
I like the conversion on the university from TATOH. He was thinking maybe chemistry could be denied. Thankfully for Yo, ballistics came in right before then, but he's still going to need to build another one. I know it's cheap for Bohemians, but still.
Yeah. And also Orlu, he didn't have the market. He just made it the market now, so if he wanted to buy the castle, he couldn't. The castle is gonna be up now. He just converted the siege workshop, and in the middle, population is still really ahead now for Yo. 97, well, 97, 86. It's not a big difference. It's just those villages. And as you mentioned, he's gonna take the relics. This can be very important in the long run if the game go longer, because now TATOH might take all the relics from his opponent. 5 relics.
5 relics are pretty good. Now, Nomad is a map with a lot of golden stone, so the chances of you completely running out of resources aren't great, but anything that TATOH can do to help keep up economically with Yo, as we've been saying, he is behind in that regard, it's going to be very important for him. And there we go, Imperial Age is now in for both players. Yo, because he didn't get chemistry earlier, he has to get it in Imperial Age like some pedestrian civilization, but he is starting his skirm production, and that is going to serve him very well going forward.
Okay. He's now going to mine a stone on the left. He did the tower here. The monks are going with the relics. Look at Tatito. He's going back to home. But that castle might be in danger for TATOH for sure. He has trebuchet himself, but I believe that with the army he's gonna do heresy already. We forgot about that. Bohemian has heresy, so now the monks that TATOH is going to do, they are going to be kinda useless, Mr. Orlu.
Exactly. Heresy, absolutely critical upgrade in these Monk Wars, and as we were saying, there's a lot of gold on the map, so it is much easier to afford that. And right now, skirm numbers are climbing. TATOH, I mean, he's got so many different types of units at this point, but still isn't clearly teched into any one thing, and it feels like Yo is just being much more decisive in terms of how exactly he wants to get, how he wants to develop his Imperial Age. Now even a castle over there to the south.
The problem is, yeah, it's a great castle. It's taking the TC, the farms, and probably also the gold. The thing here is, you can make great hussars with Burmese, okay, but the halberdiers, the infantry for Bohemians are even better, right? 25% more bonus against the cavalry, which is crazy. The castle, oh, look at TATOH. Want to deny that castle. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. Population 133, 117. This coming now with a ram that is going to convert. The 2 trebs need to take the castle, but the relics are also for TATOH, and that castle is up for both players. Okay, that helps to keep the ground here, but still, he has to go back and will lose those resources. Population say that Mr. Yo is ahead. The scores say that Mr. Yo is clearly ahead. Is that a fake score like happens sometimes, or he's really ahead?
I would say he definitely is ahead at this point. TATOH with a fair amount of idle time, and okay, he's got a few light cav at this point, but Yo already tacking into the spear line. And he's got bombard cannons on the way, heresy in against the monks, and I mean, like I said, Yo is just, he is laser focused on exactly what he wants to do, and TATOH gonna call out, he can't maintain that castle position, and Yo taking Nomad, really well played from him.
Surprising that he's taking Nomad, right? It's crazy, but Mr. Yo played this map. It's so hard to see him lose the Nomad, and you can see how was TATOH doing his best, and he couldn't. Even with those conversions, the multitasking there, he just played clinical one more time, Mr. Orlo, man. Sick play by him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, great game. Again, TATOH really pushing Yo there in late Castle Age. He had the Fort Castle. Yo, I think, smartly just falling back. TATOH's army isn't fast. You can just move away from your opponent and build up your eco, and Yo just developing towards that trash army composition and having the siege in time. TATOH just couldn't maintain his position, and he didn't have anywhere to go, as all he had were really monks in siege.
Whoa, amazing one here, and we're going to see the next game that is started already. Oh my god, no time for anything. I needed to go to the bathroom, and I don't know if I will have time. Well, there's 2 minutes of delay, so maybe, yeah, it's okay. I think I will have time. I will have to run away, but, you know, I'm getting old. The 25 is not going to be there anymore. Oh, it's still time. You can talk. Burgundians and Malay. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Now I take over the stream, chat. Don't think I'm not reading your chat as well. I see what you all are spamming. But hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. A lot of, I mean, again, like these guys are just so freaking good. It's great to see them matched up against each other. I'm, of course, hoping for a game number 5, but TATOH is interestingly picking Yo's home map. I mean, TATOH needs to win both of them, so, you know, pick whatever one you want. But is going to opt to go for that. And I don't know anything about Mem's, like, the technical side. So I don't know how we can do that. Bully Mem, B-side, literally I've been bullied by my chat nonstop for, what, 6 years now almost? It's one button? Okay, well, then Mem should do that, plebcaster. Oh, wait, not at all an early GG. It takes a long time for those 5 relics to matter when your opponent still has tons of gold income. Notably, though, in that game, that was the second Civ pick for Yo versus the last pick for TATOH. So TATOH still has Byzantines and Malay left over. And we'll be getting into the game in just a moment.
And I'm here. So let's go. Let's really go. We have game number 4. Mr. Yo, Esa Blue, TATOH Malay. Since I was a little bit AFK, I don't know if you said already what you prefer here, but both are pretty sick civilizations.
Absolutely. I mean, in terms of, you know, what I like to play on closed maps, I think they're both excellent. They have strong options, top tier economies. In a fast castle scenario, Malay are almost 5 villagers ahead of a generic Civ, but still doesn't even quite compare to the power of Burgundians with those early eco upgrades. Double bit axe already on the way here for Yo before a minute into the game with this 9-vil start. And I don't know. I feel like it's a very even Civ matchup.
Yeah, really important decision making here. But I really believe that Malay need to win early game. The longer the game goes, probably is gonna be better for Burgundians or not. What do you think?
I think there is a timing, even in Imperial Age, where Malay should hit 200 population well ahead of Burgundians. Their RB is much cheaper. Typically, we're thinking Arb, Hal, Bombard Cannon, Monk, you know, pick something of that. And all those units are fairly cheap and easy to get to, where what do Burgundians thrive on? Cavalry and gunpowder. Those things tend to be a bit expensive. They need a more high eco approach, generally speaking. That's why you see Burgundians very rarely go for the clown stuff. You just want to go light cav and boom from there. So we'll have to see. Yo probably wants to drag this out, though.
Okay, let's see what is going to be. Obviously, the start here is not like migration because we can talk about the relic position, and also they could go for early aggression, but it's unlikely, right? I mean, maybe TATOH is going with Malay for a feudal boom, which is a possibility to spam farms and also get W that score scholar quick. The Viper usually does this a lot, but in theory, the fast castle should be the way to go, no?
Yeah, the feudal boom is better if you are expecting aggression, which it's hideout. You can expect aggression, although perhaps not against Burgundians. But if you're looking for like the more pure eco approach, the math wizards have done it, and going up on like 30-31 pop is just better for your economy. You get more resources. Okay,
let's see what they are going to do then. Resources placement, by the way, it looks quite balanced in the map. You can see all the goals spread all over the map. It's nice.
That's exactly what we want to see. Like back in the day, Hideout had some really imbalanced gold and stone generations and even relic positions, but this generation seems perfectly fine. And we should be good to go for a great game here.
We have to give the credit, man. It's Krasini who made all the maps, you know? We have tested a lot. Yeah. And I hope that all the hideout gonna be like this, because you made the next hideout and then it's a bad generation. Then what can I say?
And you blame Krasini. Oh. You absolve yourself of all responsibility and blame Krasini.
I like your attitude today, Orlu. This is good, you know? Yeah, no, I like it, you know? I like it. Oh, but TATOH is going for the feudal approach.
Mm-hmm.
No? I think so. 22 up is super quick for Malay.
Absolutely. You are getting to feudal age, what is it, 80% faster, 66% faster, however the numbers work out there. But beyond that, Yo probably going to click up 25 to 27 pop. you generally click up maybe a Vil later with Burgundians because you are spending the resources in Dark Age on Bidaxe and Horsecollar rather. But TATOH, no villagers for it. He's just going to boom.
Okay. Let's see if now. Let's keep going. All good. I was just checking the volumes because some people was telling that we have different levels, but I have adjusted everything on Discord. WARLORDS, Horsecollar. Well, it's crazy how this civilization doing this uptime is gonna be able to go castles probably the same time or even faster than Burgundians. But as you mentioned, with a lot of villages more.
Exactly. It's around 5 villagers, like slightly under 5 vills, assuming equal amounts of idle time, which is pretty good. that's pretty good relative to most civs, but still Burgundians gonna have so many more resources thanks to the eco upgrades. But there's a barracks from Yo, so yeah, probably just for some light cav play. Like I was saying, Burgundians perhaps more than any other civ like playing standard, as in light cav and monk.
And the question here is kind of half answered because MR.YO is already doing the barrack, and he's probably going to go scouts while TATOH, what is he going to do? Do you think he's going to go scout as well or will do market and blacksmith? I mean, you haven't seen the scouts? It's good to get map control, so...
It is for sure. With Malay in particular, though, I feel like you can just go Spearmen and some Monks, try and get a couple of relics, because where you're going to win this game isn't in the long run versus Burgundians, like we were saying earlier. You're going to win it with some sort of timing and early imp, or just getting to 200 population so much faster than your opponent. And the relics, although nice for that, doesn't feel like it's worth enough, fast enough, to make up for the missed booming time.
Okay. Let's see. He's in field lace, he's going to be cast lace super quick, of course. He's doing the stable and market. I like a lot the stable and market because it seems you are not gonna do upgrades and you are not gonna go siege. The market, if you kinda mess up a little bit your economy or you need it, you need some resources to do something, you can always balance your eco. I like that, it's very popular nowadays, market and stable.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's 25 more wood, and with how clean players are these days, you can afford that. And yeah, you don't typically use your blacksmith early on. And there we go. Barracks plus market now for TATOH.
Yeah.
So could still be thinking about the stable.
Yeah. Or, since you get the spears, but the spears don't give you mobility. It's true that the spears are gonna be +2 attack in castlage. And then to try to go aggression, maybe with the spears and monk siege, like a castlage aggression. If he's doing the blacksmith, I vote for that strategy. If he's doing the stable, then it's gonna be both standard.
Yeah, we'll have to see. A barracks is not a feudal age building, so TATOH will have to make another one.
Yeah. He's doing the stable. He's playing similar. He's playing standard. Like, it's the safest, to be honest, because if you go that strategy that I suggest and you fail, you're dead.
And you're out of the series, as this is TATOH's set life on the line.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, I forgot which one is the series after, because the next series is probably even more important than this one, because these are, guys, 2 players that are already with 1 victory both. So the winner now, it will have 2 wins, and with 1 more, it's already in quarterfinal, which is already more than double the prize, Mr. Orlu. But in the next series, there's 2 players with a loss, and with 2 losses, you are 1 loss away to be out of the tournament. So the next series probably is gonna be even more pressure.
Absolutely. Though, for TATOH and Yo, I think both players are heavily expected to make the quarterfinals. So, if either of them lose, we know these guys, they'll bounce back. They shouldn't have any issues, and losing to either is not something to be ashamed of.
True. Well, the next series can be a banger. ACCM versus Hart, Mr. Orlu, and Hart is playing insane. ACCM has been playing insane for years, so, I mean, honestly, I've been checking all the matchups. Yeah, maybe I'm not objective, but they all look so great. Maybe they all look so strong, man. Like, potentially, You never know then what can happen, but the level of the players invite to have some crazy series for sure. Anyway, let's see, because now they're there with the light caps, husbandry, bozo. You can see now the second TC for both players. And going now for the relics. So you need to micro, but those scouts are... Okay, oh, that was... he has the light cap, so he need to go back. And the light cap is now slower than the scout. And they are playing basically this game more or less like Arena.
Pretty much. I mean, maybe their builds would have diverged slightly because you have to like lure through a gate and stuff like that. It really doesn't matter that much. Third TC immediately here for Yo. Already has some monks on the way. Burgundians love getting the relics for the food income as well as the gold income. It can help you boom. Spearman is out. It does get the free +2 defense, so they are quite nice versus the light cab, but still very nice control there from Yo as he draws first blood against TATOH Scout.
Ooh, but this is even better. Bye-bye, the monk. Yeah, I feel that this kinda... I don't know if the word sloppy will be the one, but sending one monk when there is so many scouts on the field, lonely, you shouldn't send it. You know, because it's take the risk that, well, you lose like he lost that monk. Okay.
I think the idea for Yo was that TATOH was having to deal with his own light cav, and so he wouldn't have an extra scout around to nab the monk. Like, that is the case right now, but I think it was more of just a good route from TATOH to have one scout hanging back to snipe the monk. So, I mean, well done there for TATOH, even as a scout on the other side still, with the relic directly to the west of Yo's base. So, a good play from TATOH. Getting an early monk snipe is not something you're going to complain about.
Yeah, I was telling Orlo that they're playing more or less like Arena, but the approach in the later game probably it can be quite different. Why? Because this map is not like Arena that there's only one spot that you can attack. Here you can attack for different angles. So, and also you can expand your economy a lot more. It's much bigger map. So in late game, it should be different for sure.
Absolutely, and that's where the mobility of Burgundians can come in. Their army is just a lot faster, having good cav units. Malay only have good elephants. And that is going to make Burgundians just a little bit more useful, perhaps, as the game goes on. Malay are going to want to make this as let's fight in one location as possible, where they can trade effectively with their archers and infantry.
Uh-oh. But he's gonna lose that monk. He didn't want to lose that monk. He didn't protect the monk properly, in my opinion. Now TATOH is gonna lose that scout. Probably not. He's gonna go away. But he take already the monk. That is what he wanted. He's doing now sanity. He has lost 2 monks already. He has Mr. already 1 relic. And I love that you can see now he got already 40 gold from the relic. This is awesome. It is really nice.
Absolutely, and TATOH is going to be riding over to the west with his light cav, and that monk is not going to be having a good time in life.
If TATOH notice, I believe he will.
There we go.
Yes, okay. For 1 second, we were like, oh, what happened, right? But no.
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay, Wheelbarrow, Goldmine, and Upgrade. TATOH is having definitely a good economy. He has the same upgrades and more now than the Burgundians. Population, TATOH is ahead. As you can expect, probably here with Malay. And my question is, should go forward to some aggression, Mr. Yo? Look at TATOH, the score. Oh my god. It's strong, but resources collected, 600 resources more in total than Yo. And Yo is Burgundian, so look how powerful Malay is.
Absolutely, just having more villagers faster. TATOH's going to have Wheelbarrow a little bit sooner than his opponent. Yo also has more idle TC time, so very clean macro from TATOH, exactly what we want to see from players of this caliber. Yo is going to add in the 4th TC, though.
Okay. Let's see what's going to happen now with those light caps.
Just send one forward there to go for the monk. Light cav going to maybe try and body block, but that is not going to be especially effective when the light cav are the same speed.
Ooh!
Unexpected lives, kids.
Unexpected conversion there, and those conversions are crucial in this kind of map, man. What the hell? Okay. Well. Let's see what's gonna happen. Don't forget, guys, that we are live on Twitch, we are live on YouTube, and if you enjoy this, the thumb up on YouTube is gonna be absolutely brutal. But at the end, that monk got the destiny mark with a cross, and his destiny was going to the damn hell, Mr. Orlu.
Absolutely tragic, but same going to be said for the monk of TATOH goes down as well. Yeah, I mean, these guys are just scuffling back and forth. At the end of the day, TATOH has actually no relics yet, which is a little bit unfortunate for him. It's going to add his own 4th TC, but is notably slower than Yo in doing so.
I talk about, and then you say this tragic. Like, okay, I like it. You know, you are good. You are good today with the jokes. What happened, Arlo? It's not too early because when you come usually to cats, you know the jokes, but today you are on point. I like it, man. What time is it in your country?
10:34 a.m.
Okay, that's another reason. It's not too early. It's not too early.
Yeah.
When it's too early, Arlo is not the way to go, right? It's not the way to go. Anyway, thank you for coming, Mr. Arlo. It's a pleasure, as you can see, casting together. And the monk is coming now with the light cast, with the pikes. Don't forget, guys, also, I didn't mention, but the comment is there in the channel, and you can follow him, guys, because he covered pretty much, if your class lets you, you cover pretty much all the time, the tournament, right? So,
Yep.
Go, guys. Follow Mr. Arlo. That, as you can see, he's a great co-caster and sometimes good jokes. Let's go, Mr. Arlo.
All right, thanks for the shout out. Definitely do drop by and say hi. And right now, relic number 2 going to be in here for TATOH. So that leaves the last one in transit somewhere, I think.
Look at the resources, man. I mean, I know that Malay will get there, but look at the economy for Yo. Honestly, his economy, man. He just need the buildings. Oh, but I hate when that happened. 1,300 food, 1K gold, and you know how important is the timing, the momentum in these kind of games. And he could be up already for a little bit. Those spikes are really strong. Ay. This battle might be a bad one for Yo. Yo might be up to Imperial, but now TATOH is getting the map control. And well, 2,000 wood in the bank. He can sell the wood and probably go up if he and Q villages. He has 4 in the queue. He need now a castle. The army numbers better for TATOH. The population much better. Up to Imperial. And now what? Hand cannoneers?
I guess so, and this is what I was saying. The Malay army is so much cheaper than the Burgundian army, and TATOH's still ahead in overall resources collected, but now he's adding in stables for that late Castle Age elephant push.
Ooh,
this is not something we see very often. Malay, as we keep on harping about, they're a timing-oriented civ, and normally that timing equals faster H-up, but in this context, you have a good eco, so let's just go for a big late Castle Age push. Not going to get imp anytime soon. But Yo sees this and he's getting his own barracks.
Crazy, but Mr. Yo, he just need a castle here. If he's doing the castle in this TC, he's completely fine. And then the Halberdiers are gonna take back everything TATOH is doing. The score might be tricky. It's true that, don't worry guys, he's spamming army. That only means that if he stops producing units, TATOH will go up to Imperial fast. He's still over 2,000 wood, which in my opinion is still a lot, and he should sell some resources. Those monks are going to the damn hell. Mr. Yo is not microing at all, and he need a castle. He need a castle, or the game can snowball, because now I smell TATOH forward castle, and then if he start to control the map, it can be tricky. But the castle is going to be there. Okay, he's doing the castle, but look at the resources for TATOH. TATOH is stopping doing villages, and he can go up. He's doing a castle. Ooh, Mr. Arlo, if he's doing a castle there, but no, he's doing at the back. Maybe he could have done. He got a lot of pikes and elephants. What do you think?
I think that TATOH is actually playing overly cautious right there. I mean, if you just keep on going for it, you can probably get the castle done, so long as you make it out of range of Yo's castle, which is perhaps what TATOH is afraid of. Yo, now in Imperial Age, immediately grabbing the chemistry upgrades, some hand cannoneers with the extra damage that Burgundians get would be very helpful. Gonna switch into some pikemen of his own, and we're just gonna see both players kind of develop towards that, pikeman-centric composition. TATOH, though, also missing a building, so, TATOH, feeling bad for Yo screwing up earlier, so he's gonna screw himself to balance things out.
Oh my god, look at TATOH's economy now. He could be up to Imperial. Disaster. And now the halves. And hand cannoneers in a moment. Monks with 12 range. It's gonna be absolutely brutal. And still, TATOH will have time, because the good thing with Malay is that you are going up very quick. Not 3 minutes like most of the civilizations, just the half almost. 66% faster, remember, but the halves are coming. And that castle is in real danger to be lost. And losing that castle is can snowball a lot, because all the villains now from TATOH are going to be there, Mr. Arlo.
Absolutely. And Yo himself looking to maybe come forward from the castle. He doesn't actually have any gold income though right now, which is really awkward. Too sure what that's all about.
Okay.
Because he's gonna want to get hand cannoneers.
You can see the halves. You can see the halves. The hand cannoneers are going to come now, but you need archery ranges as you mentioned. But castle. This castle is really good, Arlo. It is really good. It's really good castle. Yeah. Awesome.
Plowing ahead, making sure that you are keeping that pressure on your opponent. Don't let him fall back. And you can see TATOH is building all of these production buildings, but once that castle goes down, all the production buildings are going to be in danger, and that's where things can really snowball out of control. You can see TATOH is making that switch over into the archer play. Obviously going to be very good against the halbs, going to maybe be a bit trickier against the bombard cannons, and Yo himself maybe... he's getting fletching. I guess this is just for the castle.
Yeah, TATOH's population is still insane. He has more village than Yo and more army. Remember, cannabis get half the population, but cannabis won't be an option for now, because TATOH got 0 castles. Literally 0 castles, coming with 3 traps, bombard cannons. He will have now, well, he's late in the army. TATOH is still ahead in the score, but he's a little bit late in the army, don't you think, Mr. Orlu?
Yeah, the army values are quite similar at this point. Monk getting a crossbowman conversion. Halbs are better than pikemen, but those crossbow numbers are steadily climbing. And what I really want to see from Yo is at least some sort of planned transition into a gold unit that isn't siege, because eventually TATOH is going to get enough to stop this.
Look at the north with the elephants. Now that he's trying to go with the villagers, and the villagers are running, they're chicken now because those elephants are scary. Okay, I don't know why he didn't wall. Now the elephants are coming and he has nothing to defend. Castle is gonna happen in top of that hill. This is game number 4, and if Mr. Yo is winning, he will have 2-0, and he will only need another round to get into the quarterfinals already. Man, quarterfinals already. Orlu, it looked like the tournament just started, and then we are going to the quarterfinals. It's gonna finish soon. What is this, man? The time fly, man. And this tournament
really does.
Yeah,
especially
when
with
it's
all
hype,
this good AoE2 to watch.
Exactly. When it's hype is crazy. Okay, Stone, another castle, bomber towers. You know, Mr. Yo loves the Custelier. He loved them. Is he gonna make them?
Well, they would be an excellent unit because unlike a lot of Cav that we see in like late game 1v1s that are hard to maintain because they're expensive, Custier are only 55 food, 55 gold, so they're quite cheap, and you can sort of dart in and out with them. Easy to maintain their value in the long run, unlike those elephants who are not doing that well.
Nah, the elephants are in the hell right now. They're dead completely. You can see how the halberdiers were missing upgrades, but even like this, they're doing a good job. TATOH is still holding the position thanks to those archers, but he has the skirmishes enough to hold. Well. Let's see if he's gonna be able to kill the half. Also, the skirmish has been buffed in the recent patch, so this will do more damage against the half right now, no?
Yes, that patch should be live, and indeed it is. Plus 4 damage versus spearman, exactly the case. And this, I actually like the change because it did feel like skirms fell off a lot in the late game for most civilizations. And now the halves are going to be having a much more difficult time sort of running them down and abusing the minimum range.
Look at the north. Do you think Mr. Yo is walling?
That's how I like to play AoE too. Just layers of walls. If we see fortified wall, I will be clapping for Yo.
Remember that they can always cut with Donaggers, but it's an upgrade that you have to do it. He's doing that in honor of Emma Stone Wolves, the moderator of my channel. Okay, might be. Look at those skirmishes now. 60 army, 50 army, population both with 200 basically. Burgundians winning his upgrade. Now it's skirmishes. But this is the thing. Does Malai have no army to counter Burgundians?
Well, that's what I was saying at the beginning of the game. In general, Malay should be getting faster to 200 population, but with the way that Yo has been applying his own pressure in early Imperial Age, TATOH hasn't been able to do that, and when both players are hitting that 200 population threshold, well, I mean, just look at the army value. 5.2k for Yo, 3.5k for TATOH. He does have Elite Karambit in, and that is going to be incredibly good versus all this stuff, because Yo doesn't have a gold unit that isn't Siege or Monks. But it's still going to be tricky as Yo is banking up so many resources.
Okay, let's see, he's coming with the traps. He has crazy resources. He could do whatever. Elite Custelier, Paladins, more hand cannoneers. It's true that you see those resources and look at the army he has, skirmishes and halves. And I want to ask you a question to see how romantic you are with these civilizations. Well, the answer is the Elite Custelier incoming. Do you miss the Flemish Revolution?
No.
I like it. I hated that tech,
Keep your
man.
AOM and AoE 3 stuff out of my game, man.
Uh-oh, but look at TATOH. TATOH is fighting like what he is, like a warrior. And obviously those elite cannabis warriors are now taking the numbers. He's spamming and trying to kill those schemes that are not the greatest. The castle is trying to be down. Is gonna be down? No, because those traps are going to be down already. Okay, it's down. But elite custodians are coming. And with the range units and elite custodian, he might take all that army. Obviously, you need numbers.
Exactly. I mean, and Yo has such a strong bank of resources. He even got Burgundian Vineyards, which is basically going to more than make up for the fact that he has one relic fewer than his opponent. Hand cannons are going to be getting a redonkulous amount of value against those Karambits. Remember, Burgundian ones deal extra damage. And once you get to, like, Hand Cannoneer Coustier, like, that is going to be peak Burgundian's late game and very difficult for Malay to deal with.
It's very complicated. Those elite custodians are trying to snipe the bomber cannons, and they did it. They didn't have even the +4. Now he's coming with more units. He still have almost a stone to drop a castle where the hand cannoneers are right there. TATOH, it's right now losing a lot of units. The hand cannoneers are there, but he's still spamming. He's still spamming a lot because TATOH economy is also healthy, as you can all see. He's missing crop rotation, but he's also missing crop rotation MR.YO as well, which it will be a good upgrade to do it. He's coming now with the traps, and this is what he needs. In late game in Imperial, MR.YO is so dangerous, man. It's really hard. Really hard, Mr. Arlo.
There's almost nobody, I think, that can beat Yo in an Imperial Age that is, like, even going into it. He is just so ridiculously strong. And right now, getting hand cannon plus a few skirms and the Coustier here. Now the Trebler coming back. He's not trickle trebbing. Going to be queuing up with 3 and then 4. I mean, this is just absolutely textbook how you play late game. He's already teched into most of his trash. No complaints.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. 4 trebuchet here. He's gonna probably take the castle now. Let's see if TATOH can do the job. It seems that he cannot. 160 villages. 160 villages. So he has no room to really do more army, you know, and now they're gonna make another castle there. Very, very, very good cities. But MR.YO is showing how he's a strong candidate to be, well, to go really, really far into this event, because TATOH, remember, won the Warlords Waiting Room event that was just 1 week before.
He did indeed, and I mean, it's really any given day with these players at this level. TATOH, though, in my opinion, absolutely overboomed in the late game. He doesn't need that many villagers for Malay. Their army is very cheap. But now Yo just continuing to power forward with his army.
His game,
absolutely clean, and this should be a game set match in favor of our Chinese player, MR.YO.
Yeah, MR.YO doing a brutal approach here. 3,000 score ahead. He has now those Custolier, 4 trebuchet. The castle is gonna go down. Look at the bomber cannon that is even under the castle. He's gonna lose it, but doesn't matter because the Chinese is in a total domination mode activated right now.
Absolutely. Even getting architecture, making end crop rotation. Like, he is really making sure that this late game is going in his favor. He's chopped through to TATOH's base so he can run some Coustier in over there.
GG, man.
Some rating GG call from TATOH.
Woo!
And Yo will be our first player to advance to 2-0 in sets in Warlords 2.
2-0, man. 2-0 with a really, really, really smooth gameplay. Honestly, he lost 1 game, but the 3 that he won, I would say, I don't know if the word clear might match with the result, but definitely it's very, very solid.
Oh yeah, just a solid win for Yo. Great gameplay from him. And I mean, it's hard to find any weaknesses in what Yo's doing. And I mean, TATOH is trying to exploit them the best he can, but at this stage, it's going to need to be like a, Hera Viper Leary, I think, to stop Yo.
Yeah, playing this way for sure. Yeah. Playing this way for sure. I'm gonna interview MR.YO, Arlo, and be right back to you in a moment, okay?
All right, I'm gonna take a quick break.
Okay, guys, here we are with MR.YO. MR.YO, man, nice to see you again. But I feel that I feel I'm gonna see you a lot because
you played excellent. I hope we can see each other more.
Well, hopefully you like it, man. I mean, at least it's for good reasons, no?
I'm sorry, your voice is kind of breaking for me. Second.
Okay, let's see now. I just said that hopefully you like it because at least...
rejoin really quick.
Okay, Okay, he's going to rejoin the interview's voice. Hopefully, it's gonna be good, and you can see it here. Oof, man. Let me just check if I can remember even the maps, because I don't remember the maps. Don't remember anything, man. I don't remember anything. What was the first one, guys? If he's coming now, Mr. Yo. Let me just check. Yeah, he's here. You hear me now? Seems like not. Seems like Mr. Yo don't hear me, right? Okay. It was migration Armenians versus Portuguese. Are you here, Mr. Yo? The face is here.
Sorry, your voice is just keep breaking for me. I don't know. It might be my internet.
Okay. Do you hear me? I will try to speak slower.
Yeah, I can hear you, but you sound like a robot.
Well, I mean, it's okay. You know, I'm a robot for you today. I will go slower, so try to see. I mean, I was telling that I'm gonna see you a lot because you played today against against TATOH. Even if you lost one game, I feel that the games you won, very solid gameplay, because that first game, the strategy with Portuguese against Armenians, you got the control all the time.
Yeah, do you like it?
It was amazing. It was very good, the strategy, honestly. I mean, go on.
Yeah, I tried that with AI, and I thought it could be good.
Okay, you practice that versus the computer?
Yeah.
Okay, but TATOH is not a computer, so it was tricky, you know. Like, and with Portuguese, I mean, I have seen you do this kind of strategy with Persians, but as you were talking in the interviews, in the group interview, Persians is gonna be banned a lot.
Yeah, true. So
Okay.
I have to practice other save just in case I didn't get Persian.
Is there any way that you can come back in that situation in migration? Because it felt like TATOH couldn't do anything.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's much he can do. Like I kill all these fish and I got control of the land, and it's gonna be really hard for him to try to come back in any way.
You remember those times that Aztecs was unbeatable?
I'm sorry, what?
Unbeatable. Those times that Aztecs were like the number one, and now you face against Incas, and Incas can outnumber you big time because it's with those cheap units they have now. He was having a lot of army all the time.
Well, I mean, it's hard to like other ego saves. It's hard to play against Inca, I guess, because they got a slinger, and I made a big mistake at the beginning. I let him take my gold, take control of my gold, which I have a villager ward already. I have no idea how I let that happen, and from that point, I knew that game was gone.
Okay. I mean, that was the key. We were talking like, what happened there? I mean, because it was wall and then it just took it. So you couldn't do any good units to counter. Anyway, and then in Nomad, are you going to lose any Nomad game in the tournament? Because you feel like in Nomad, no matter what is the position, you dominate in that map.
Actually, I don't think. I mean, I play a lot of team game Nomad, but in 1v1 Nomad, my win rate isn't that great, to be honest. But I just like the map.
Okay. So you pick that map because you love it, basically?
Yeah, true.
Okay. Is an interesting point. And is Bohemians better than Burmese?
I think so, because they got Heresy. And if we
Yeah.
both are going to Monk Rush, I have an important tech that can win the game.
All right. And then the last one, in Burgundians, Malay head out. Do you feel that for the later game you got the best civilization there?
I don't know. I feel like my economy balance was really bad. Like I have like 1,500 wood, and I use market a lot. But I don't know. I thought he was going to imperiate faster than me. I was surprised.
You know why? Because
Why?
at some point he got 2,000 wood in the bank also.
Oh, okay. It happened to both of us.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
exactly. You know, similar approach. Anyway, are you happy with obviously with the win, but with your performance overall? Because beating TATOH this solid is not easy.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy about my performance today and the last set, and I'm confident with the next one.
Okay, one more, and you can chill a lot more because you can have time to prepare, time to cast. You will be with one more. You are already in the quarterfinals, and quarterfinals is in like 10 days. So okay, so confident for getting into the quarterfinals right away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Yo, thank you for joining, and congratulations, great performance.
Thank you, man.
Take care, man. Okay, guys, this is Mr. Yo. As you can see, he's a beast, and hopefully you have enjoyed. And you know, if you did, thumb up, guys, on YouTube because it helps a lot.